Stills are back there racing. Tauke may have missed it about 3/4 and Le Mans dropped to the back. One of the first away here is Umrum with it knowledge and on the inside Classic Day. Umrum pushing forward though, and he's going to get the lead, Umrum, when they settle down. Umrum crosses over now, 1.5 Classic Day, a knowledge outside him. They got out 3 or 4 lengths in front of Tauke, and Le Mans on the outside of it going up towards the 1,000-metre mark. It's Umrum steadying the speed, about a half in front. Knowledge is pulling its way up on the outside now of Umrum, 2 lengths further back Classic Day, 3 further back Le Mans and a half Tauke, last of all, about 5 off the front. 800 metres to go in the opening race, and it's Umrum slowing them right up in front. 3/4 to Knowledge, 1 to Classic Day, 1 further back, then came Le Mans. 2 lengths Tauke, settled down okay, he's last of the 5, but only about 4 lengths off them. They go to the 650 under a good hold. It's Umrum the leader. 3/4 to Knowledge, followed by Classic Day. Then Le Mans 4th, 1 length last of all is Tauke as they turn for home. Le Mans the first one to pull out, having a crack at Umrum. Back in the middle is Knowledge. Classic Day trying to get out, and now Tauke comes to the outside. Umrum down on the inside, grabbed by Le Mans. On the outside, Tauke. He hasn't let Umrum go. It comes back again with Le Mans and Tauke from Classic Day. Umrum down on the inside at the moment in front. Coming at him now, Tauke. He calls on Umrum. Umrum finds 3/4 now. Draws a length in front. Holds Tauke. Good clever ride in front, and Umrum wins 2 lengths in the run home. Tauke ahead 3rd Classic Day. 4th Le Mans and a gap last of all Knowledge.
And the winner 2 Umrum, 250 and 140. 3 Tauke, 150, no third. 5 Classic Day.
Super Tab 2 Umrun, 250, 150. 3 Tauke, 130, no third.
First for the day. Number 2, number 3 second Tauke, and 5 third Classic Day. 2, 3, 5.
All right, all at the gates, Kembler.
This is Triple S, the good sport, shortly to Tony at the Canberra Racecourse for the preview. Let's clear this up.
Off in the first event of the day, and Lahar missed the start by about 3 lengths, and Dantalar flew out and leads a length on Pin Pante and Funny Tail. Bruschetta's getting through on the inside and not far back as they sort themselves out. Techniques in that pack of horses too. On the outside, losing ground is Pin Pante as Procure goes around them. Hula Maze is in that bunch, and then Lahar Befriend, followed by Glint of Gold, who wanted to jump the crossing at the 850. Venticello second last, Dance With Me's last. 700 to go. Funny Tail joins Dantalar. Procure in third. Posse a length, the Hula Maze, similar margin. Bruschetta Techniques next on the outside. Lahar's racing inside, Befriend and wider Pin Pante, and 2 to Venticello, deep Glint of Gold the middle, and Dance With Me on the inside last as they round the corner. And with the inside running, Dantalar shades Funny Tail. Procure makes a line of 3. Bruschetta the inside from Hula Maze. A length Techniques and then Pin Pante, and Befriend's under the whip at 8 lengths off the speed. Down to the 200, Procure and Dantalar. Procure has the head in front. Techniques and Pin Pante coming home well from Hula Maze. Befriend will run last. In the meantime, it's Techniques going like a rocket. Techniques whooshed away and home she goes. Techniques beat Dantalar, close for third. Hula Maze with Pin Pante, then Procure. Followed at the head of the others, Bruschetta, Lahar, Venticello, Dance With Me, Befriend and Glint of Gold, and Funny Tail was last to complete the course.
Super Tab 7 Techniques, 1060, 330. 1 Dantalar, 250. Those for third, 11 Hula Maze, 430, or 6 Pin Ponte, 520.
40 and $3. 10, 40 and $3. Number 1 Dantalar, 250. 250. Hula Maze has come on the scene late, and she is prominent in a photo for third with number 6 Pin Pante. Techniques, a very good run at her resumption at Warwick Farm on the 21st of September, and she's run right up to that today. She really put pay to them in the last 100 metres. Max Lee is her trainer for Mr. J and Mrs. S.E. Suduk, and Wayne Harris seen to advantage. Number 7 Techniques first, number 1 is second, and that is Dantalar by Volksrad from Frosting, trained by Paul Perry, written by Jim Cassidy. That winner, by the way, is by Palace Music from Gypsy Alert, very well-bred chestnut filly 3. Dantalar, she battled on very well with the big weight and the wide alley, and the judge has called on a developed print for third to split Hula Maze, who's a filly by Maze K from Hula Ruler, Ken Payne, Chris Muntz, and the other horse Pin Pante, a filly by El Harib from Purple Maze, Graham Rogers and John Marshall. Gee, some nice...
Side of Poets Day, stride for stride as they near the bend. Pertiniers had a good run, 2 lengths away, Zartiara. Now...
They go.
40. Off Melbourne.
The inside bounce quickly, beat out Kilkea and Recount. Further out here is Londalazy, followed by Desert Mistral. Just behind them, Gurok Mizamai is travelling forward. Right around the outside, Astro Girl is racing up towards the front when they settle down. And Calistair's got 3 behind it when they settle now. They are Prince Aluka, followed by Young Patrick and Behemoth last of all. 1,400 metres to go. Londalazy in front, led by a neck now to on the outside, Astro Girl. Wonder Suavity third, fourth on the outside of it, then Kilkea. Gasoline 3 out, then Gurok back on the inside now of Recount and Missamai 3 wide, a length and a half, Desert Mistral and Caretaker. 2 lengths further back then came Calistair. Drinkard Princess on the inside of it, 2 to Prince Aluka, 1.5 Young Patrick, and 2 last of all Behemoth. Running down the side, they come now at the 1,050 metre mark, and on the outside, Gasoline has travelled forward. To go up on the outside of this leader, Londalazy, about 2 further back, Astro Girl third. Wonder Suavity fourth, followed by Kilkea. Mizamai around Gurok Recount. Further back then Caretaker, Desert Mistral. Calistair just off midfield, about 8 or 9 lengths off them from Drinkard Princess. Then Prince Aluka, second last in the race, Young Patrick and Behemoth last of all. At the 750 metre mark, Londalazy a half in front now from Gasoline. Astro Girl 3 out on the outside. Behind them Suavity. They're followed by Kilkea. 4 and 5 wide around the outside from Mizamai. And the widest run of the grey, Calistair, starting to come home fairly well in behind them. Trying to get a run is Gurok as they go to the 400 metre mark. And Gasoline went up on the outside of Londalazy. A rails run for Suavity. Further back about 2 or 3 lengths. Calistair out in the middle from Kilkea. Calistair running on fairly. Suavity got the rails run. Hit the front now from Gasoline. Calistair not making enough ground at the moment. Suavity's kicked away. It's home. It's holding Gasoline. Gurok in the clear and Behemoth from last. But Suavity wins 3 lengths in the run home. Behemoth second. Third home is Gurok and then Gasoline. Further back in the race, Calistair from Astro Girl. Then Mizamai. Further back in the race, Desert Mistral, Londalazy, Drinkard Princess. Behind those is Recount from Kilkea. Caretaker, Prince Aluka and Young Patrick is last of all.
Number 4, Suavity, $10, 280, 12 Behemoth, 720, 8 Gurok, 270.
4 Suavity to pay 9.10 and 260, 12 Behemoth, 620, 8 Gurok, 270.
Number 12. And Gurok here, number 8, will be in third placing. Number 4 in the frame, number 12 is second. And the third placing coming up now. 4, 12, and number 8 is officially third. 4, 12 and 8.
Racing this time, Brilliance wasn't the best to begin, but he didn't knuckle like he did last week, and electrifying wide out the early leader from Border Lord. Then comes Minted, followed closely by Pax Day, going quickly Brilliance, and then Romano the inside from our Midnight Star Visionary. Then Splendid Retreat, and a good margin off next on the inside is Red and Black, and Medals right out of the hunt in the early stages, and a good margin away next is Darius, 2.5 lengths then on the outside, Bundawalla, and Belmont Gambler is last. Racing to the corner, Brilliance showing brilliant speed, dashes right through on the inside and railing beautifully. Opens up on top of the rise, a length on Romano, followed by Minted, Border Lord, and deeper out Electrifying, and then Red and Black and 2 lengths to Visionary. Brilliance hands and heels by Shane Dyed out of the 200, a length and a half Electrifying, and then comes Border Lord, followed by Minted. It's Brilliance, 100 metres to go, nicely clear. Electrifying can't get him, and then Border Lord, but Brilliance a mile too good today, and Brilliance a length and 3/4. Electrifying second, Border Lord third, and then Romano, followed by Darius, Red and Black. A break to Minted, and then came Splendid Retreat, Visionary. Further back, Pax Day, Medals, Belmont Gambler, Bundawalla, and our Midnight Star was the last.
Super Tab 1 Brilliance, 190, 120, 6 Electrifying, 2 even, 3 Border Lord, 11.50.
Number 6 second, Electrifying, Brian York has paid 2.20, and number 3 in the third spot, Border Lord, written by K. Moses, to pay $12.90. He jumped reasonably well, Brilliance, and he didn't knuckle today. He showed great speed, and he got away in the straight and safely held Electrifying, who did a good job from the wide alley. Brilliance, a 2-year-old chestnut colt by Rory's Jester from Glitter Wonder, is raced by Tommy Smith, Alan Jones, A.A. and Mrs. L.M. Albert, and the BS Racing Syndicate managed by J.R. Herriot, Gay Waterhouse, the winning trainer. Runner-up Electrifying is a brown colt 2 by Success Express from Divine Dash, Clary Connors v. York, and Border Lord is a brown colt 2 by Rory's Jester from Jack Ale, Bill Mitchell, K. Moses. 1, 6 and 3, with number 12 officially 4th, and that was Romano. The time, 57.39. Well, that has bettered race record honours previously held by Hockney at 58.24, 57.39, a new race record. The win getting behind these horses today, and we're waiting on the sectional. The course record, of course, has stood here since January of 1975 to the very fast Zephyr Bay 56.2. It's 1, 6 and 3, 2 lengths by 2 3/4 lengths with the margins, and we'll have a sectional time coming up shortly. Now, Rodney, race.
Okay, race 3, Brisbane, the update. 1 River Reach, 8:30 and 4:72.
The stalls are back and they're off and running, and they came out in a good line too. One of the first out is Chat Talk, Richard Cranium, and Zashmi's going forward in the early point. In fact, he's going to go straight across and lead up King on Zashmi. He'll steady the speed when they get to the winning post. He just can't head off Chat Talk. And let's Chat Talk straight up on the inside, and she joins Zashmi going out of the straight. Northern Embossing third, but caught 3 out. Centrix has got it out there now from Richard Cranium, the rail. Then Fair Bay and Noble Benbara last of all. Chat Talk in front. Going up towards the 2100 metre mark, about 1.5 lengths, Zashmi, and Northern Embossing has gone up now, 1 off the fence third. 1.5 Richard Cranium fourth on the inside of Centrix as they go to that crossing. 2 lengths to Fair Bay and 2 last of all Noble Benbara. An even speed going up the back, and the old 9-year-old here, Chat Talk, out about 2.5 to 3 to Zashmi, 2 to Northern Embossing. 1 to Richard Cranium running fourth, 1/2 Centrix fifth, 2 further back Fair Bay at the 1800 metre mark, and Noble Benbara outside it. Little Claire Lindrop having a bit of difficulty on this one. Oh yes, the saddle's moved forward on this old mare up in front, Chat Talk. And Little Lindrop sitting up on its neck at the moment. It's at about 3 lengths in front now from Zashmi and 1 to Centrix. They're followed by Northern Embossing fourth, 1.5 Richard Cranium, and they're followed by Fair Bay and 2 to Noble Benbara last of all. At the turn at the 1450 metre mark, and Chat Talk 2 lengths Zashmi with the saddle moving on the leader. Centrix is ahead away third the outside, 2 to Northern Embossing running fourth. They're 1.5 lengths in front of Fair Bay and 1/2 into Richard Cranium, and 2 last of all Noble Benbara. At Chiquita Lodge they race, and Chat Talk out by 2.5 lengths to Zashmi, getting all the favour second on the inside of Centrix third. 2 to Northern Embossing, 1 further back Fair Bay. They got 2 lengths in front now from Richard Cranium, and over on the inside of him is Noble Benbara. Going to the 1,000 metre mark, and Chat Talk nearly a length in front of Centrix, and just behind them is Zashmi, back about a neck third in the middle. 2 lengths further back Northern Embossing. Fair Bay went around it. A couple of lengths Richard Cranium, and inside him Noble Benbara. At the 800 metre mark, the saddle moving on this leader, and it's a Chat Talk about to be joined by Zashmi and Centrix 3 out. Northern Embossing behind those, followed by Fair Bay, Noble Benbara, and Richard Cranium is pulled out deep when they come to the turn. They've quickly got to Chat Talk when they turn. Centrix and Zashmi hit the front. Fair Bay on the outside from Richard Cranium, given a crack with a whip. Northern Embossing behind them from Noble Benbara, 350 out, and it's Zashmi and Fair Bay as they come down towards the 300 metre mark from Noble Benbara. Zashmi's under pressure. Fair Bay's gone straight past him. Noble Benbara after the leader, Fair Bay. They're clear of Northern Embossing. Fair Bay's finding a bit. Nearly a length, Noble Benbara trying to pick it back. Fair Bay in length in front. Coming at it now, Noble Benbara. Noble Benbara quickly got to Fair Bay. Noble Benbara. Noble Benbara, 1/2 length Fair Bay, 2 lengths Northern Embossing. A gap Zashmi, then Richard Cranium from Centrix. And Claire Lindop in a fair bit of trouble on this one. The saddle moving about 2,000 from home on Chat Talk.
2 Noble Benbara, 640, 240. 4 Fair Bay, 280. 3 Northern Embossing, no third.
2 Noble Benbara, 630, 240. 4 Fair Bay to return $2.50 and no third for 3 Northern Embossing. Now 3-1-2 and correct weight the second at the Gold Coast at the barrier Canberra. Following Canberra we go to Morphettville for race.
This time, Dr. Harry from a wide alley jumped best, but won't get across, and pushing through Gullible, and right up there is Major Victory with Greenbacks and Rain Magic. Now, at the end of about 300 metres, Major Victory's rider persevering for the lead. It's about 3/4 Major Victory now on Greenbacks. Gullible 1.5 third around Rain Magic. Close up next is Dr. Harry. 2.5 to Flapjacks on the outside of Tricove, about 3 Moretti and 1/2 the outer Expert. Onto the course proper, 9.50 to go, and the leader is Greenbacks on the inside now. Pulling through to shade the favourite Major Victory by about 3/4 of a length. Third about 1 3/4 away is Gullible. At his girth on the inside, racing Rain Magic, and then Dr. Harry. 2 lengths to Trico. Flapjacks the outside. Moretti next to last, and Expert is the tail ender. This is the order. 600 to go, and Greenbacks gets away from Major Victory. Leads the favourite by 2. Third posse on the outside, Gullible, followed by Rain Magic, Dr. Harry, then Tricove. Flapjacks, second last Moretti, and Expert on the outside. A close-up last as they enter the stretch, and on top of the Rise they come, and Greenbacks again taken on by Major Victory. Gullible starting to join in. Dr. Harry putting in a spurt, and then Moretti likewise with Expert. Major Victory's the first beaten. Gullible hits the front. Greenbacks is gone. Moretti's after Gullible. Gullible pulling out plenty on the inside. Trico warming up late, but it's going to be Gullible. Gullible has beaten Moretti and Trico, followed by Dr. Harry, Expert, Flapjacks, Greenbacks. Major Victory second last, and Rain Magic was last.
Super Tab, 2 Gullible, 770, 240, 5 Moretti, 190, 4 Tri-Cove, 160.
Number 5 is second, and that is Moretti, written by R.S. Dye, has paid 180. And third going to number 4, Tri-Cove, written by D. Beedman, has paid $1.70. 2, 5, 4 will be the placings. Gullible by Canny Lad from Misbelieve, trained by John Hawkes. For the Woodland Stud Syndicate, a Chestnut Gelding 3, 6 starts for 3 wins and 3/3. And Larry Cassidy continuing his fantastic trot. Moretti by Salieri from Quiet Vespers, a 3-year-old Chestnut Gelding. Graham Begg, Shane Dye, and Tri-Cove is by Revocious from Tristiki, a Bay Colt 3, Bill Mitchell, Darren Beatman. Major Victory, worst run of his life. First time that he'd been out of the place today. Time was 1:21.57. Gee, they're running some time here. That was only 0.27 outside the track record held by Good Vibrations, and it bettered the class record of Young Willie. 1:22.3. Young Willie ran here back in September of 1981. Goodness me. 16 years ago, the class record, and here it's been broken by Gullible. 1:21.57, and we'll have the sectional time shortly.
7 to 4 McVean, number 5 Radio Gaga.
Scorbic a little bit slow into stride. Soraya getting back after the start, and Prefer an Angel away running, landed about a length and a half in front here from Chevelle Place going forward. Inside at the stablemate Skyrocket, further back in the race Mine Goal from Red Nile, Will Fly, and further out in the track then Von Ant, a length and a half further back. Bionic Bess easing back. Misunderstanding going around it now from a Scorbic there, followed by Ekarana, then Tonicity. Soraya a fair way back for Prey for Rain, and Shindig back second last. Prefer an Angel in front, a good speed. It got out about 3 lengths in front now from Skyrocket. On the outside of it Chevelle Place, and then Von Ant is caught a little deep. 2 lengths further back in the race Will Fly, Misunderstanding, a Scorbic out very wide. Red Nile behind those. Then Mine Gold, and further back in the race then came Akarana. Tonicity further back, followed by Bionic Best, Soraya. Then Pray for Rain, and second last Shindig on the turn. And Prefer an Angel straightened up in front, led by a length and a half Chevelle Place. Skyrocket behind the leader now from Mine Gold, the fence. Further out in the track then came Von Ant out in the centre, followed by Misunderstanding, and Red Nile trying to get a run behind those. Akarana, Tonicity down the outside. Mine Gold trying to get from behind the leader, Prefer an Angel. Here's Will Fly out of the pack now. Will Fly goes up to Prefer an Angel. Then Bionic Best. No room for Mine Gold from Red Nile, and further back Soraya. Will Fly hit the front, sprinted clear from Bionic Best, and then Prefer an Angel, but Will Fly scores a length. Bionic Best, 2 away third Prefer an Angel, 4th Soraya, 5th home is Red Nile. Then further back Pray for Rain, Skyrocket, Mine Gold, no luck in the straight on the fence. Further back then came Chevelle Place, then Shindig, further back Von Ant, followed by Akarana, well back Misunderstanding, in company with a Scorbic and Tonicity.
Number 4 Will Fly, $8 and $2.70. 6 Bionic Best, $3.10. 3 Prefer an Angel, $6.80.
4 Will Fly, $8.10 and $2.70. Number 6 Bionic Best to return $3.10, and 3 Prefer an Angel, $8.50.
The lead in the straight. And charged to them, and has beaten Bionic Best, who battled on pretty well in third, number 3, and that's Prefer an Angel, who's led clearly and held on to beat number 16, which is Soraya, officially 4th, and 5th in is number 10, Red Nile. Numbers are 4, 6, 3, 16.
Right.
When it comes to sport.
Oh, Wayne, a pretty even line too. Winning it from the outside was Idaho's Choice, going quickly in the early part, and also Rotunda Guess was prominent from the inside barrier. Showing pace also Radio Gaga, and up there in the early part as well was Amundra Gold. Further back then Trevor Sand, and Big Time was last. They head on towards the 800 now, and Idaho's Choice, the leader, shows out by 3 lengths, moving to second Rotunda Guest. Third then Amundra Gold. Further back on the outside was Radio Gaga with McVean, Trevor Sand, and the last one was Big Time. Well, Idaho's Choice has opened up a huge break coming to the turn. He's out by a good part of 4 or 5 lengths, moving to second the inside now, Rotunda Guest, and coming wide Radio Gaga, and then McVean. It's Idaho's Choice in front by 3 lengths. Here come the challengers. It's Rotunda Guest the outside with McVean, and deeper out on the track Radio Gaga. It's Idaho's Choice Choice in front, doing it nicely out by 3. Here's the challenge from Rotunda Guest, and now McVean running into it strongly, and so's Radio Gaga. It's Idaho's Choice down to the line, though, being tackled by McVean. Idaho's Choice and McVean. Idaho's Choice, hang on. McVean second, Radio Gaga third, and then further back in the field, Travis Sand. A break then on the inside to Rotunda Guest, big time, and the last one in was number 4, Amundra Gold. The winner there, number 2, Idaho's Choice. Ridden by Glenn Perry, trained by John Morrissey. Second's gone to McVean. Ran on very resolutely in the straight. Just wasn't quite a match on the day. Matthew Carl, the jockey, trained by Jack Van Duren at Queanbeyan. And third was number 5, Radio Gaga, ridden by Tina Lawler, trained by Mike Petrovic at Queanbeyan. 2:35 the numbers after the third. The time 58:06 for the 1,000-metre journey. The last 634.67. Margins and times to follow. Numbers 2, 3 and 5.
Okay, thanks very much, David Kennedy, and a job well done. That was David's first race call, so I'm sure you'd agree he's done a great job there. A very descriptive call, and 2:35 as called by David over the line. Well done, David, one of the winners of our Triple S race callers competition, and on that effort, I'm sure a big future ahead of him. Tony mentioning that now.
Marvellously well. The numbers are 235. 235 the numbers. The winner, Idaho's Choice, Glenn Perry. I think that's Glenn's second winning ride. Led all the way, trained by John Morrissey. A 5-year-old chestnut gelding by Vane Carrioy out of Cesar, raced by B&B Chapman. Was having its 25th start today. 6 wins, 9 seconds, and a third. 235 official. Number 3, McVean, made up good ground, trained by Jack Van Duren, Matthew Carl. And 5, Radio Gaga, trained by Mike Petrovic, Tina Lawler, finished third. The 4th place getter, number 1, Travis Sand. And 6, Rotunda Guest, finished 5th. 2:35.16. 2:35.16. The overall time, 58.06. And the sectional time, 34.67. The winner scored by 3/4 of a length. 3/4 of a length by 2. 3/4 by 2 were the margins.
Okay, thanks for that, Tony, and again, congratulations to David Kennedy. Great call of the third there at Canberra. Race number 4.
They're off in the Spring Champion Stakes. Mighty McCool was actually first to break the line, commencing well spying. El Marada's travelling third and fourth, wider out Prince Standon, followed by South Bend and Brave Prince. Tie the Knot is second last in the length and a half to Pescadero. As they travel 300 metres, and Mighty McCool shows the way narrowly from Prince Standon, who wants to pull in South Bend. In third position, little Chris Muntz getting a bit closer to the fence on South Bend now. A length further back is Spying, 2.5 to El Marada, a length and 3/4 to Brave Prince, and neck the fence, Tie the Knot, and 2 to Pescadero. Down the back of the course they travel along to the 1,400 metres, and Mighty McCool, he's keen to run. Mighty McCool opens up about a length and a half on Prince Standon, about 4 lengths to Spying, who's parked inside of South Bend. Another 4 to El Marada, a length to Tie the Knot, a half to 3/4 on the outside, Brave Prince, and Pescadero brings up the rear. Mighty McCool is a clear-cut pilot as they start to wind out of the back straight and along past the 1,100 metres. It's Mighty McCool out by about 3 lengths now on Prince Standon, 2 to South Bend, a half to Spying on the rails, 3 to El Marada, 1 to Tie the Knot, who's going up on the inside of El Marada. A length further back is Brave Prince, and a similar gap to Pescadero. Working onto the side over the crossing at the 850, and they're bunching up now. Mighty McCool only 3/4 of a length on Prince Standon, 2 lengths to South Bend around Spying, just over a length's gap to Brave Prince, followed then by El Marada, and Die on El Marada's got Beatman on Tie the Knot, well and truly snookered. I wonder if Tie the Knot's going to get a miraculous run today as he did at his last 2 starts, and Pescadero's last of all. Beatman easing away from the rails on Tie the Knot, and El Marada went very, very wide, and as they straighten, they've got to Mighty McCool. Wide out Brave Prince letting rip, and he hits the front. El Marada's just behind him, and there's plenty of room for Tie the Knot, and then South Bend. Brave Prince the leader, 150 to go. Here's Tie the Knot giving chase. Stride by stride, Tie the Knot is getting to Brave Prince. Forget El Marada, Tie the Knot and Brave Prince as they hit the line. Oh, won't be much between Tie the Knot or Brave Prince, and a head-bobbing finish. El Marada next, followed then by Spying. Prince Standon on the last 3 home, South Bend, Mighty McCool and Pescadero.
Okay, if one gets it, tie the knot, 2.10 and 1.10. The other one in at 5, Brave Prince, 7.20, 1.80. 2 for third, El Mirada, $1.30. The trebles, if it's 1, 2, 1, $49.40, and the other one 1, 2, 5, if it happens to get it, $314.
To El Mirada, he went very wide on the home corner at $1.20. Tie the knot on the inside, and Brave Prince, they were both out of stride, getting down towards the line. Having a look at the slow motion replay here, heads up and heads down. Now the nose of the inside horse is down on the ground shot. It looks like the inside horse, and that is Tie the Knot. We haven't seen the longer shot, which will give us a better idea. The ground camera is relatively close to the line. It looks as though it's a pretty fair angle, that camera, but here's the longer shot. Still no number. We've still got about 100 metres to go on the long shot. What a soul-stirring struggle between Brave Prince and Tie the Knot. Only a whisker in it. Very tight finish. That bob of the head is the confusing factor. And number one's got there. Number one is the winner. Number one is the winner. Tie the Knot, written by Darren Beedman, has paid 2.10 and 1.10. Number 5 is second. Brave Prince, written by Kevin Forrester, to pay 1.90. And third placing going to number 2, El Mirada, written by R.S. Dye, at $1.20. Tie the Knot, giving Darren Beedman his first success in a Spring Champion Stakes by Nassapur from Wisk to 3-year-old Chestnut Gelding, trained by Guy Walter for Sandy Tate and Mrs. Jill Niverson, and the horse having 8 starts, 4 wins into second. Second going to 5, Brave Prince, a grey colt 3 by Ken Mayer from Bravery, Sterling Smith, Kevin Forrester, and El Mirada's by El Moxie from Gales Glance, a Bay Gelding 3, Shane Dye, Bart Cummings. Fourth went to number 6, Spying. Number 4 was 5th, Prince Standard, and the 6th went to number 3, South Bend. 152.643 the superfecta. Margins to come 205.40, 3 seconds outside the race record held by Bozam and Starter Century. 205.40. They've really sprinted the last 600. 33.94. 33.94. Quinella 8.70. Exacta 12.20, and the trifecta $25.10. We'll have margins coming up after the rods.
Okay, updating Brisbane race 5. Number 1, the Woodies, 280, 140, Lake Marl.
Mr. Dad down on the inside began okay. Denendry bounced away quickly, and from the outside here, Always Aloof and Iterum nice and prominent when they settle down. Istidad's in front in the early point now from Always Aloof, and Iterum went back third. Denendry 4th from Marble Hall's 5th. 2 further back to Remus, followed by Markham. They're followed by Seascape. 2 to Bonsai Pipeline, Peep on the Sly, and Sky Bay last of all. Iterum over on the inside, Istidad left in front now. Istidad around that bottom turn, let out a length and a half to 2 to Always Aloof. 2 lengths further back, Iterum running third. 1 further back to Nendry. Marble Hall's 5th on the outside. 2 lengths further back to Remus. They're followed by Markham over on the inside, followed by Bonsai Pipeline. And a gap in the race, Peep on the Sly, and Sky Bay last of all. At Chiquita Lodge, and it's Istidad out in front today at the 1,200 metre mark, led by 2. Second in the race is on the outside, Always Aloof. 1 further back, Iterum. They're followed by Nedendry 4th. The pace is only even at the moment. Marble Hall's outside it. They're followed by Seascape, then Doremus. Markham on the inside. Further back, Peep on the Sly, got his head up. Skybow in front of him, and Bonsai Pipeline last of all. At the 950 metre mark, and the leader Istidad, a length and a half, Always Aloof. A length further back in the race, Iterum running third. 2 further back, then Denendry 4th. 5th on the outside, Marble Halls. A length further back in the race, then Seascape. There are a couple in front of Doremus. Around Markham, further back in the race, then Skybow. 2 to Bonsai Pipeline, hard ridden, and last of all, Peep on the Sly. Istidad the leader now, nearly a length in front when they turn for home. Thompson starting to feel for the leader as Always Aloof goes up outside him. Denendry locked away with Marble Halls, trying to get out from Iterum, who's got Marble Halls back into a pocket when it switches back to the rail. It's Istidad and Always Aloof, and Marble Halls gets the run to the fence. Marble Halls has got up to Istidad and Always Aloof. Then Seascape and Doremus. Marble Halls with a rails run has hit the front of the 150 now. A half to Always Aloof, Seascape and Istidad. Marble Halls, great ride by Oliver. Back to the rail, holds Always Aloof, and Marble Halls wins nearly a length. Always Aloof Very tight third. Istadada on the outside. Seascape. A gap in the race to Remus and Skybow. Behind those Markham. Then further back Bonsai Pipeline, followed by Iterum. Well back to Nandry. She's not racing well, and near the tail is Peep on the Sly.
Moving up Canberra.
4.10 the win, $1.80 for the place, 5 Always Aloof, 190 for third, 3 Estadad, 160, 2 Seascape, 590.
Okay, number 6, Marble Halls to return 471.90, 5 Always Aloof to pay $2. Those for third, 3 Istadad 160 or 2 Seascape 670. Replay Gold Coast.
Bedrock Babe, Matinee Man, it's a head dinger. They hit the line, and I think
Underway they go. Kasani just a little bit slowly out of the machine and straight to the front. Magic of Sydney from Yobro. Third Posse, another 2 away Yippee-Hi-Yo. 2.5 further back is